Hi, I'm Sean. Welcome to another On the Road video brought to you by ApplianceVideo.com. Stop! Before beginning any repair, always be sure to disconnect the power to the appliance. It is also recommended to test the outlet for the proper voltage. Okay, so we're on the Frigidaire electric range. Complaint was that it wouldn't bake, found a bad ERC on it. So we pulled it out from the wall, unplugged the unit so that way we can access where all the controls are. So we'll jump in there. First thing we gotta do is take off the top panel. There are 4 1/4-inch screws that are holding it in place, 3 along the bottom, and then 1 at the dead center. The tools needed to complete this repair are a 1/4-inch drive, just regular square bit, heat gun, and a number 2 Phillips. And then we're going to just hold it as we take out the last screw so that way the panel doesn't fall down. And now we can get it out. All right, so right here in the center is the control that we're going to replace. And what you can do is just start disconnecting the wires. Almost every one of the harnesses are keyed or different size, so you can't get them mixed up. The only wire, we'll say that's a bare wire, is going to be right here for our L1, but it's the only terminal here for that, so it should be pretty easy to remember. So I'm going to go ahead and disconnect all the wires. And then we're going to disconnect the ribbon up at the top. All right, so now we're going to go remove the 4 screws that hold the control in place. And we're just going to support the control so it doesn't fall down when we take out the last screw. And now the control will come out free. Okay, so now that we have the control out, we're going to go ahead and remove the overlay. I got my heat gun here, so I'm going to try to warm it up, the glue adhesive that goes around it, in the attempt to be able to save this and not have to charge the customer for a new one. So I'll go ahead and turn my heat gun on, and then we're just going to warm it up a little bit, and you're just going to start pulling on it. And once that glue starts to warm up, it'll really start to pull free. And just like that, we got it off. So obviously when we pulled the overlay off, the UI came with it. We don't need the UI. The new one's going to have that with it. So we're going to go ahead and separate these from each other. Doing it just the same way we did the attempted to remove it from the control. And there we go. Okay, so we were able to save the old overlay for the customer. So we're going to go ahead and just install that onto the new control. And all right, so we got that on there. We can just go ahead and gently press down. When it's mounted, it's basically going to hold itself. But you can tell from the control, from the cutout they have, all the illuminations will be in view. So we should be all set. We can go ahead and mount this in place. So we'll just go ahead and get it in position. And then we'll go ahead and then put our screws in. I'm going to put the first one in and leave it loose so that way I can adjust to get the other screws in place. can go ahead and put the rest of them in. Then we got to go back to number 1 and make sure that one's tightened up. Now with the screws in, we can go ahead and hook our wiring back up. And everything keyed, so it's only going to fit in one spot. Just like that. Now we can go ahead and reinstall our cover. All right, so we'll go ahead and put our cover in. We start with the top center screw, so that way it will hold it up for me. And then the 3 screws that go on the bottom. And there we go. Then we can go ahead and reinstall the range, plug it in, and give it a test run. Okay, so I'll go ahead and I'll just hit clear, just so that way we can test operation. Hit bake, 350 pops up, gonna hit start. And then we'll give it a couple minutes here to heat up. Okay, and as we can see, it's been a couple minutes, the temperature is climbing up here steadily. So that completes the repair of the electronic relay control. Thank you for watching another quality video brought to you by ApplianceVideo.com.